all the videos and all the internets and all the world, you walk into mine.
You shouldn't have done that. It's just images on a screen. That probably really hurt. Wow. You are really dumb. Beard lovers, if I may get a little tickle for a moment. Here in the Unitedstates of America, our 45th president, who shall remain shameless, seems to be having a bit of trouble with his White House staff. There's a lot of turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit angry and you should get the out. One of the recent cabinet members to get the axe was Chief of Staff and Tom Hanks' less attractive brother, Reince Priebus, as well as the communications director and man constantly mid-fart, Anthony Scaramucci. Pretty sure that's not right.
Anthony Scaramucci.
What? Anthony Scaramucci. I'm pretty sure that one's Italian. Anthony Scaramucci. That one sounds right, but I'd rather not say it like a mobster. Anthony Scaramucci. And a guy who seems to be on thin ice these days, creepy neighbor in the burbs, and Attorney General Jeff Sessions. This one's obvious. Jeef Sessions. Now, that's a lot of people that you're getting rid of. You seem to have trouble finding the right people. I have a solution. 4 words, cloning machine, alligator pit. It's what I've been doing for years, and it truly works. Ain't that right, clone?
Ain't that right?
See? You're done now. You can get to the alligator pit.
Okay.
Excellent. See how it works? You just clone yourself for specific purposes, and when they're all done, they get gobbled up in the alligator pit. Here's some unnecessary examples. Hey, all done, Dustin. Get to that alligator pit. Finish the dishes. Get to the alligator pit. Sweeping's done. Get to the alligator pit. Finish the something.
Why don't you get to the alligator pit?
Boo! Pigs are all butchered. Great, get to that alligator pit. Farm's gonna do real well this year. Done with the tax fraud. Excellent, get to the alligator pit. Also, for future reference, don't say that so loud. Doesn't matter, you're dead. Now, I know what you're thinking. Aside from how can one's psyche handle so much sex appeal all around the house, you're thinking, isn't that murder? In the immortal words of Albert Einstein, no. These are just clones. They're not people. They're extensions of you. It's like growing a really sexy wart and having it removed, except without all the pain. Well, it's probably really painful for the clones, but no pain, no gain. Now, it is true that I have been trying to hide this from the government for years for several reasons. A, something ethical problem, something. B, they could take this technology and use it for nefarious BIG reasons. And C, they could use it for good farious reasons, but then they're gonna regulate it and then it's just gonna be all this government oversight and it's gonna ruin my game. Oh, there'd be strict clone control, copyrights for copies rights. I'll have to start the NRA, the National Replication Association. If the government wants to take my freedom, they'll have to get it from my clone's dead hands, which will basically be alligator poop. So that begs the question, why am I telling you about this now? Well, am I really telling you? Hidden in plain sight. You actually just think this is all funny jokes with editing tricks. That's why I throw in a few flaws. Make it look like a split screen. Oops, oopsies. But nope, it's real. But now I've just revealed it to you. But you still think it's a joke. Hidden in plain sight. Ain't that right, real clone who's totally real and totally here? Oops, editing tricks. Are those cheese puffs? Give me a cheese puff. Those are mine. Yummy. WheezyWaiter. Thank you for watching. If you hated this video, don't forget to click thumbs down. And if you want to support what I do, head on over to my Patreon page. Tax fraud can only get me so far. I don't really do tax fraud. That's totally a joke. Tickle.